Kind of whenever you're ready.
Three. Three children in my family. Three dogs in my house. Three entities within the Holy Spirit, or in the Trinity. To some, three is simply a number. However, to me, it has meaning. A deep-rooted meaning that to this day ignites true, real emotions inside me. This meaning is one that you are soon to find out. However, first, there is one thing that you should know. Two obstacles will not define me, no matter what the three or more doubters say. Each and every individual on this earth faces challenges that test their will. However, it is not those challenges, but how you get through them that shows the world your true character. June 13, 2013, was the day I tore my ACL. But for those of you interested in biology, my anterior cruciate ligament, some would say that it was a blessing. A time where I could take a break from the game that had consumed my life since I was a child. A time where I could find myself and other hobbies that interested me. Or simply a time that could be dedicated to my friends and family. Although these words were true, to me, it was simply a time of misery and self-reflection. Playing competitive soccer has been a part of my life since I was 6 years old. And when one misstep on the field abruptly halted my career, I knew that these next 12 months were going to be one of my toughest challenges. I was in the beautiful paradise island of Oahu, competing for a very big soccer tournament. When one moment I was sprinting down the field to score a goal, and the next moment, 3 pops and a knee later, I lay, wailing on the floor. Unable to walk, I was picked up and driven off to the medical tent. The debate stood whether I was going to stay and watch my team compete, or I was going to leave and be on the next flight back to California to receive immediate treatment. With the minds of my mother and I going back and forth, the diagnosis of my grandmother's brain cancer that same day was the catalyst of our decision. We were on the next flight back to California. With the plane being a red-eye, the fact that my leg had to stay straight the entire time, the excruciating pain my knee was in, and the large elevation change, that flight was one of the worst experiences. However, fortunately, I made it home safe, got to visit my grandmother before she passed, and received surgery that next month. For the next 10 months, rigorous therapy followed, with the ultimate goal of me returning back to soccer. During this time, of what felt like a decade, I became physically and mentally drained. Not being able to play the game you love for such a long period of time definitely takes a toll. Surgery itself and the grueling therapy trips 3 times a week were only minor factors in this life-altering period. It was the mental challenge day after day that tore me apart. Physical misery may be dreadful, but what were more treacherous were the vindictive tricks my mind would play on me. There was a constant war between my conscience and me, and I was condemned to ask myself what ifs and whys. What if I could never play soccer again? Why would God do this to me? This pondering never satisfied me, but it destroyed me. However, I knew that if I could endure this anxiety, I could resist anything that God put in my path. I would constantly hear, "Everything happens for a reason, Nicole. Maybe this is a good thing." Or, "Nicole, God does have a plan for you. Maybe you can find a new passion now." Or, "Nicole, you're such a strong woman. Soccer doesn't have to be a part of your life forever." Or, and this one was my favorite, "Just quit now, Nicole. You don't want it to happen again." These words are not words that hampered me, yet words that motivate me to push even harder, to fight a little more to get back on that soccer field. Instead of getting wrapped up in all the negative thoughts that were coming my way, I chose to live by the quote that I put on the back of my high school letterman jacket. God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. By thinking about these words, I was able to make a full recovery and fortunately convinced Pepperdine University to pursue my soccer career. But who would have thought that I would have to face that same battle yet again? October 8th, 2016. 3 years later, things happened. 3 years later, I stand before you, having proved all the disbelievers wrong, that I too could play collegiate level soccer after suffering this injury. I have reached a point in my life that I thought I could never achieve. Not only have I reached it, but I surpassed it by actually getting to play for Pepperdine University and soccer. I was having a tremendous freshman year, scoring goals, assisting plays, and just giving it my all out there. But now, God is testing my will yet again. God is humbling me to sit on the sidelines and watch my team compete as we hopefully win a WCC championship. This I plan to do after receiving surgery on Wednesday. Although one ACL is repaired and the second soon to be, the scarring both physically and mentally still remains, reminding me of the pain I endured yet conquered. 1 definitive dream, 2 ACL repairs, and 3 years later. Those 3 years shaped me for the task that I am facing at this current moment. However, now I know what to expect, and I will succeed once more.